an audio-only recording of an exercise session for Vision of Adventure. This recording is supported by Disability Rights UK. A cycle session led by Kath Finn. Please note that you'll need some form of stationary bike with controllable resistance for this session.
We'll go for video recording from here. So, good evening, everyone. Welcome to what I think is now our third session. And we're partway through our warm-up, which is what we should always do. And I was doing a session earlier. And I definitely took, a good 10 minutes or so to get anywhere near warming up. And I certainly wouldn't have liked trying to work before I'd done that. It was bad enough when I did try to work today. It was like, oh, that's not working. My legs are definitely out of here today. But some days are good and some days are not quite so good. So we're going for, just a couple of minutes, nice and easy, settling in. I was hearing some people earlier saying that they'd already been on the treadmill and done stuff. So hopefully that was a relatively relaxed treadmill warm-up session as opposed to a out and out go for it session. But that sounds like a really nice idea. It's been freezing fog here with us today, so you're better off sitting on a nice, reasonably warm indoor bike. There's people here with t-shirts on, so Teresa's shed must have got significantly warmer. Or that run's worked really well and she's managed to heat up. I love the baseball cap. I'm not sure about sun in the shed at this time of night, but you know, optimistic there. So nice and easy, settling in, starting to forget the woes and cares of the day. My day was fairly busy until, yes, we've got friends staying. So the morning was a frantic run around the house and clean things and make beds and worry and wonder what I hadn't bought. Lunchtime was buying what I hadn't bought. And then they arrived mid-afternoon. So since then, it's been a lot more relaxed. And luckily, one of them's a good cook and happy in the kitchen. So he's doing that while I'm doing this. Perfect. So I know some will have been at work and sometimes carry a little bit of angst from that, unless it's been day off day. Now just put it up a little bit. So we're now in medium. So cadence is starting to look smooth, like that, Steve Ewan. Yours is looking lovely. Got those legs. And we'll do a couple of minutes at medium before we go up for a couple of minutes hard. And now legs should be feeling a bit more like they quite want to work and that they're able to spin around reasonably quickly. So that's your metronome speed, and that's 90. Lovely. Another minute like this, and this week we're going to do a bit of endurance and then a little bit of cadence and then a little bit of sprinting right at the end. I think there's some plans afoot to try and find some more pilots around here, so that would be good. It's always nice to have a lot of people to draw on, but lot of you ride anyway with your own pilots and your own bikes. Teresa, have you got a tandem? Oh, can you borrow one locally? Yeah, okay. Right, now put the resistance up a bit, keep that 90 and have a little bit more pressure going through the pedals. So this should feel now like reasonably, not really hard work, but enough work to mean that you're beginning to feel like you have to breathe a little bit heavier. That's grand. And we'll do another minute like this. Okay. Well, we were looking at other triathlon routes today as well and looking at, but it's a really narrow footpath on the run and the road it's along is quite busy. It's not big enough for two. So that one might not be a goer. Another 30 seconds. And then we're going to do an easier 30 seconds and then 10 seconds hard spin. Okay. Drop to making it a little bit easier, just so you've got enough space in your pedaling to put the resistance up to get that hard spin in 15 seconds time. It doesn't matter about your cadence on the hard spin, you're just trying to get a little bit of force. So are you ready? 3, 2, 1 and spin just for 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1 and relax for 50 seconds and then we're going again. And we'll do 3 of these and they're just little like sharp warm-ups. So I'm hoping the fog clears tomorrow and we can actually get out for a walk with these friends who've come all the way from London. They don't really want to sit in a fog cloud for 2 days. Okay, you've got 40 seconds to go. Five seconds, get ready to go up. 3, 2, 1, and spin. Really hard, really fast. 5 seconds gone. Well done, Liz. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Looking good, Teresa, like that. All right, we're going to do one more of those. So you've still got half a minute's rest really in here, so that's all right. Nice. Okay, 15 seconds to go. 5, so be ready to go fast. 3, 2, 1, and go. Just 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, relax. Lovely still body, Teresa and Steve. Okay, we're going to do about 40 seconds like this, and then we're going to go back to 2 minutes of hard, 2 minutes of medium, and 2 minutes of easy. And that will bring us to the end of warm-up. So we've done it. Warm-up's taken us through a whole little build. Started off possibly a little bit ragged, a little bit not quite here. Gradually got harder, gradually woke the body up, opened the blood vessels, got the oxygen going round. Okay, we've got 10 seconds. 5, and we're going for 2 minutes hard. 3, 2, 1. Off you go. Let's try and keep the 90 cadence. We'll feel slightly slower after the little spin-ups there. And also think about your posture. So we want that lovely, long, straight back, bending from the hips. Shoulder blades down, head nice and still, body nice and still. Remember that you want, say you're thinking about your right leg, you want your right knee right round to the top when you hear that noise. So you should have done a complete pedal revolution. That's good, looking better. And it should feel quite reasonably quick. Another 40 seconds. It's nice, you feel quite fluid, nice positions. Make sure that your elbows are a little bit bent so you're not locking your arms out. It doesn't really matter on a spin bike, you get away with it. 3 seconds and drop to medium. 2, 1, drop to medium. Keep the cadence though. So you're keeping that really fast, quite fast cadence. And if we think about the right leg, every time I say now, that right knee should have gone from the top all the way down and round and back to the top. Now, 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 now. Yeah, great. That's a few people there have picked up the cadence, so that's really good. Right, arms straight on a spin bike and you don't really feel that much difference. Arms straight and locked out on the road and you put loads of shock into the back of your neck. They can't act as shock absorbers. Your shoulders will get really stiff. And it also means that you tend to put quite a lot of body weight forward. And that, again, makes your arms and your neck and your shoulders quite tired, especially if you're sitting there for, you know, maybe 5 hours. Probably have lunch, but you know, apart from that, and it's really good to be able to get all your weight sitting on the saddle, your core turned on, so you're holding your body with that, and that will protect your lower back, and all the force is going down through your legs. Okay, another 20 seconds, and then we're going to do 2 minutes of easy. So the same cadence, so the same number of turn round of your legs, but less resistance, so it's easier to do. 3, 2, 1, less resistance, but keep the cadence. And that's quite an art, because you're asking your nerves to fire at all different rates there, to send different messages down, to control the way the muscles are firing. And the more you can do that, the more versatility you've got. You can change the way you pedal. You can bring in little muscles that otherwise wouldn't be used. And that means that you've got a little bit more endurance and you've got a little bit more depth without getting as tired as quick. So that's good. Lovely. We're going to go through for another minute like this. Last minute. Oh, we should be fairly well warmed up now. In fact, we've done quite a lot by the time I moved my dinner and got going. I've stuck a couple of extra little spins in there. Right, and then we're going for up to 2 minutes medium again, and this is part of an endurance set. So we're doing kind of the longer periods of time now, and then shorter bits later on in the session. So it's 2 minutes of medium followed by 1 minute of hard, and we're repeating it 4 times with no rest. So that gives you a bit of a judge on how hard you need to push yourselves. And then I guess we better have a bit of a drink and a stretch rest. And I need to sort my clock out. A minute. Okay, so these sessions, these bits of sessions are all just about building a little bit of resilience, just being able to keep pedaling at a reasonable resistance for gradually longer and longer periods of time, and building up your resistance to fatigue. Done a minute, so you've got another minute at this level. Half a minute to go. And then you're going to go up for a minute at hard. Now, 10 seconds. Three, two, one, go. So keep the cadence at 90, have quite a strong resistance, so that it should be quite difficult to chat. You should be putting in that kind of amount of energy. Okay, you've done 2/3, you've only got 20 seconds left hard, and then we go back to medium. Good, I can see some real effort going in there. 3, 2, 1, medium for 2 minutes. So one of the things here is you're putting in a bit of effort, but you shouldn't really be getting that much recovery time, because your medium should be hard enough to feel slightly difficult. That's great, we're nearly through the first minute. Minute gone. And this is hard because it's consistency. You've got 12 minutes of really quite consistent, solid work here. Yeah, 15 seconds and then it gets hard. Three, two, one. Into your next minute of hard. Well done. I can see people going for those buttons. And Steve, I'm guessing yours, Steve Ewan, I'm guessing yours is gearing that you have to turn. With normal bike on there. Yeah. Excellent work. You're halfway through. Hang on to it before you get to go back to medium. Going back down, 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Back to medium and you're halfway through this set. Excellent. Over halfway, so you're on the downward slope now. Dream of sunny days, drifting along, listening to the bees, smelling the flowers. Think of big wodges of Lakeland cake. Actually, that's making me feel hungry. Maybe don't think that. 1 more minute of medium, and then you're going hard again. Brilliant. We've got half a minute left. And I'd like to think you've all got your own music going to, like, at least make just listening to my voice slightly less boring. 15 seconds. And then it's back up to hard. 5, 3, 2, 1. Hard effort. Trying to keep your cadence at 90, so trying to go with the beat still. If you can't, then make the effort a little bit easier because it's too hard. Good. Excellent. Halfway through. 30 seconds, bit less left. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, medium. This is your last 2 minutes of medium. So you've got 2 minutes of medium and 1 minute of hard. Check where your tension is, relax things if you need to. Try and keep your head so you're looking vaguely forwards, so you're not increasing the stress on your neck by dropping it down. Nice, Steve, well done. Looking good. Oh, I can feel those legs hurting from here. I think it's just because mine hurt anyway and they want some company. Last minute of medium, you've just gone into it. Lovely job. Excellent. Nice and still, Emily. 20 seconds and then your last minute of hard. Five, 3, 2, 1. Last minute of hard. It's only 60 seconds. It's only 55 seconds. You've done the other 11. You can do this. And you can hold it. Try and hold it at similar intensity. Lovely. Half a minute to go. Ten seconds. Keep it going right to the end. Push through. Push across the top. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Try to keep spinning, but take the resistance off so it's really light. And just get yourselves a drink. Towel if you need to. And you're about halfway through the hour, so you should still have a little bit left in the tank. You shouldn't have killed yourself off totally. I love your enthusiasm. It's fantastic. I love coming on Tuesday nights and watching you all. It's great. And there are limits to my ability to multitask. And I think managing speaking, reading the script, watching the stopwatch, playing with the tempo, I can't coordinate riding as well. That would be one step way too far. In general life, my timing is not my strong point. So I have to concentrate really hard on how many seconds you get. I'm one of those people that thinks trains should wait for you and it's kind of okay if you're a bit late. Doesn't really work. Okie doke, reasonably settled. Right, we're going to do a little bit of cadence work. So we've been going to a beat of 90. So I suppose we better do half a minute of that just to get us moving again. But then we're going to go to 100 for a minute. So that's 100 turns of your pedals within 1 minute. So that's quite quick. And I'll switch the tempo up so you can hear it. We have 30 seconds relaxing, 110, then 120, and then back down. So you don't need a really hard resistance. Find your own resistance that works for you. You want to have as smooth a pedaling technique as possible. So too much and you can't move your legs fast enough, too little and your pedals, your feet will want to spin off the pedals and it'll feel really out of control. What you might find as you try and go faster is that you start to bounce a little bit. And that's when your muscles are kind of losing the ability to keep up with the pace that you're going. And it's quite often your core muscles that can't keep yourself fixed on the bike for hard enough. So we'll start with just 30 seconds at 90. And we're going now, and this is just get back into it, refocus yourselves. Settle back down, recovered, looking good. So remember those relaxed bits, remember the back and the head and the neck. Got one, Steve's definitely got a default position on this. Okay, and we're going for 100 as I put this up. There you go, for a minute. Good, both Steve's legs are flying around. Lovely, and you might find that your heart finds it is quite hard work. And it's just, although it's not huge pressure, it's just the system is having to work quite hard. Great, some lovely still bodies. Over halfway, 20 seconds left. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax back to a slower cadence for 30 seconds. And then we'll go for a minute at 110. And again, I'll put this on. So I've turned the tempo up, so when you hear it next time, it will be 110. 5, 3, 2, 1. Right. Really good efforts here. Fantastic. It's a completely different stimulus to what we've just done. Yay, loads of you have got really good form on this. Well done. Half a second, half a minute. Fifteen seconds. Fantastic. Nice, Emily. It's Teresa. And relax for your 30 seconds. 30 seconds again, and then it's going up to 120, which is as high as I'll take it. Five seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, and go. So that's even faster than you were going last time. Let's just put it like that. It's really hard to register this. Brilliant. Looks great, Steve Bateman. I wish I could hold myself that still. Half a minute left. Emily's like a rock as well. Excellent. 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1, and relax for 30 seconds. Okay, we're going back down now. So next time it's 110. Brilliant efforts. Teresa, there you've reached the point at which you were going so fast, you were just beginning to bounce a little bit. Could you feel it? Yeah, you've got really good form. You're doing amazingly. Okay, 5 seconds. And it is hard work. 2, 1, and away we go. 110. Halfway through. It's starting to get easier. This is just slightly slower. Okay, 10 seconds left. Try and hold on to it. Try and just lock that core. Glue yourself to the seat. 3, 2, 1, relax. 30 seconds rest, and we're down to 100. So we're coming all the way down the pyramid again, and we're nearly there. And it's funny because I can see some of you are really out of breath, which is great, but it might not be what you expect because you're not actually pushing that hard in a conventional sense. You ready again? 3, 2, 1, and go. Let's turn it on, that'll help. And now you can begin to sense that slight slowing. Lovely, great control. Good. Halfway through. "20 seconds left. This should feel like a holiday compared to the last two. Excellent. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good job. So as usual, just try and keep your legs moving, but have a drink, sit up, move around if you need to. Just have a little bit of a break. So that cadence is all about, I said, improving your versatility, improving your pedaling technique, because you do get really good at having a beautiful, smooth spin by doing that type of work. And that means that you're more efficient, and that means that you can cycle for further for less effort, which is always a good thing, in my opinion. So we've done some endurance, we've done some cadence technique work, and we're just going to finish off with some bits of sprints. So we're going to do 3 blocks of 2 minutes of medium, 30 seconds of sprint, and a minute of rest. And that will just about bring us in. Okay, happy to go? Yeah, delirious. Well done, Liz. There's a lovely positive response there. Right, off we go. We're looking at 90 again. I'm just bringing this down. There you go. For 2 minutes at medium, remember that knee should be all the way around to the top. So if you think about your left leg, every time you hear that beat, the left should be at the top of the stroke. And it probably, hopefully, will feel quite nice and probably quite slow after the last few minutes. So that's lovely. And then when you do your sprint, don't worry about your cadence. Just move your legs as fast as you want to. You do need to move them quite fast. All right, Steve Ewan, get going again. Great, you've done a minute. Home and dry here. Now, 30 seconds sprinting is quite a long time compared to the 10 that you did at the beginning. So do just remember that to measure your pace a little bit. You do then have a minute rest, so it's not as if you have to go straight into something. You do get time to get your heart rate down a little bit again. Half a minute to go. Ten seconds. Three, two, one, and sprint. Love it. Great effort. 10 seconds gone. 20 to go. $20 gone. 10 left. Well done. Looking good. 3, 2, 1, and you've got a minute to relax. So that's quite a long recovery time. So you can afford to have worked quite hard, which you have done. Very well done. Try and keep the legs moving if you can. Just nice and easily, so that your circulation's encouraged to turn stuff, move stuff out of your muscles and replenish. $15 seconds left. Before we go back to 2 minutes of medium. 5, 3, 2, 1. Pick it up a little bit again. Refocus, get that nice position. Think about driving your foot over the top section of the stroke so you can put power on as fast as possible. And we're only going to do 3 rounds of this, so this is your middle one. Another minute. "15 seconds until you should be ready to sprint." Five, 3, 2, 1, and go. "20 seconds to go." "10 seconds. Excellent. Hold on to it. 5 seconds left. Drive through that last little bit. 3, 2, 1. Minute rest. Really well done. So much effort going in. It's just amazing. Okay, you've got about half a minute left. And this is your last 3 minutes of work coming up. In fact, 2.5 minutes of work to be accurate. Okay, 10 seconds. And go. 2 minutes medium. And you know you're on your last 2.5 minutes. Lovely. So depending where you're at, this is your chance to use your last little bit of energy. Or if you've already done that, this medium can be a little bit less hard, just so that you actually get yourself to the end. So entirely your choice. You've got another minute. Lovely. We've got another 40 seconds or so. Keep the fluidity of your paddling. You need to make it a little bit easier, do so. "15 seconds. Okay, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds of sprint. Last one. "15 seconds left, halfway through it. Keep driving forwards. Keep your muscles up. Keep breathing if you can. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Excellent. I think all of you look like you can say you've worked pretty hard tonight. So now we're just on that nice cool down bit. If you are listening like to this on video on your own, please take at least 5 minutes of easy spinning just to let everything settle down a bit, bring the heart rate down, clear some of the lactate back, relax the muscles. And at that point, we're going to say goodbye to anyone on record, and I'll ask people if they want to unmute.